who's online? Who's online? If you're online, just show by commenting and share the broadcast. Who is online? I want to speak on a very important topic that I believe will help a lot of people. So just share the broadcast and just share the broadcast. Alright, Douglas, how are you? Where are you watching me from? Douglas, where are you watching me from? Alright, just tell me where you are and where you are watching me from. I want to speak on the effects of relationships. One thing I've discovered is that relationships play a very pivotal role in our destiny and life, and if not handled well, they are the reason why a lot of people are stranded in life. A lot of people are stagnant in life, and either business, career-wise, or even in the pursuit of your destiny, relationships play a very pivotal role in life. We can't do anything without relationships. For you to excel in ministry, you need relationships. For you to excel in business, you need relationships. You need relationships. You can never excel in relationships in life until you know how to deal with relationships. So, okay, who's watching me and where are you watching me from? Just share the broadcast. Share the broadcast. Alright, you are watching me from Kenya. How's Kenya? How is Kenya treating you? So, if it's in business, money is called currency. And currency flows, as we all know. They say particles flow from a place of a high concentration to a place of a lower concentration. Everything happens by relationships. But I want to focus much on, if you can hear me, let me see you press the like button if I'm audible to you. And tell me where you are watching me from and who is watching me on the audience. Who is watching me and where are you watching me from? Alright, seems we have Kenya in the house. God bless you, Sly Mumbi. God bless you. God bless you. Okay. During the week, I've been dealing with a lot of issues. Some of the issues are very painful issues. I've been dealing with people that have gone through experiences because of relationships. You know, it's easy to start a relationship, but to maintain the relationship, it's not an easy thing. Edlia Morokiwa is watching me from Cape Town. God bless you. I believe you can agree with me that starting a relationship, it's easy, but maintaining it takes a lot of work. Because in maintaining a relationship, it's not all about emotions. in maintaining a relationship, it's not all about sex. It's not all about the erotic words. It takes a lot of principles that have to be put inside relationship to work. All right. Pande is watching from Pretoria. God bless you. All right, just share the broadcast and just tell me where you are watching me from. So I don't know if you might share what has been your most traumatic experience or drawback. What is it really? What has been your most traumatic experience and drawback when it comes to relationships? Because it's very important for you to understand how these things works. Relationship that will change your life forever. All right, Munya, God bless you from Harare. You can get in a relationship that can change your life forever. There is a lot of confusion, and we don't want to lie. Whether a person is a Christian, whether a pastor, whether a person is not a Christian, the subject of relationships is one of the subjects that have broken people down. It is one of the subjects that have either molded people's purposes or has broken them down. Your relationship can determine what you acquire in life. Your relationship can determine your pursuits. Relationships can determine the company and the people that are attracted to you. And it brings out a lot of effects in the kind of relationships that you attract and the kind of relationships that you maintain. There are some people that they had great pursuits. They had great dreams. There are people that believed they would achieve a lot in life. But they entered certain relationships that broke them down. They entered certain relationships that assassinated their dreams. We might take it lightly, but some of the people that are not achieving their goals and purposes, it's all because of relationships and the principles that surround relationships. And if it's not handled well, we will have visions and dreams that die unfulfilled. Imagine we have ladies and men that you were dreaming to become big. You entered into a relationship and you started building a life with somebody. And in the event of building, understand that there is a lot to... All right, where are you watching me from? There is a lot to invest when it comes to relationships. Keep on sharing the broadcast. There is investment that is put in a relationship. Relationships are not just automatic. You invest into them. But the time when the relationship begins to die, remember, at the date of everything, it starts by being cold. All right, you're watching from Centurion. God bless you. When everything is about to die, it starts by being cold. And mostly, if it's a human being, it's the feet first that become cold. And the feet represents the feet represents progress, acceleration. It means the coldness in how things move in a relationship. It's a sign that that relationship is dying. When that fire is no longer there, understand that the relationship you are in is already heading into a mortuary. It's either you resuscitate it or you save yourself by excusing yourself while you still have time. And being broken down is one of the most painful things in relationships, because when you get everything around you gets broken down, your confidence is broken down. Your drive to pursue things is broken down. And if it was a relationship that you were investing in, the pain of starting over to plan again by yourself. And with this effect, you tend to see that a lot of people will give up on life completely when that happens. People will give up on even everything that they were pursuing before even the relationship came to be. I don't know if you are watching me and you have experiences that have broken you down. You have experiences that have... Let me see the audience. You can keep on. Let me see your consistency in commenting so that I see the audience that I have. So I want you to look at this. The most painful experiences of people is investing time in people that don't value your time. If a person does not value your time, they are not worth to give you attention, because time is a commodity that can never be bought back. Such people, you can be in a relationship with them and all of a sudden, without regard of what you have invested in it, they can decide to just throw everything back to the seat and start over wherever they can. Before you even commit to anybody, before you even commit to be with a person, you need really to check on values. Jimmy, how are you? Where are you watching me from? You need to check on values to see the person you are getting into a relationship with, do they value what you value? Because if the person you are getting in a relationship with does not value what you value, you are heading towards a colossal accident that will paralyze you. Because when a person does not value what you value, you always have conflict in, number one, decision making. Number two, you always have conflict in what to invest in. Somebody said they pretend that's the problem. There is nothing that brings out pretense like time. You must be able to know how to expose characters. You know, the devil only operates in darkness. At the light of principles, everything is made plain. The problem with us is when we enter relationships, we don't ask necessary questions. We are so engrafted and taken over by the erotic atmosphere. Instead of asking questions, there are questions you need to ask your spouse, and they have to answer them clearly. And until you have a clear answer of those questions, no matter how much you feel about that person, you might have conflict of interests. And every time when people have conflict of interests, it is very hard to progress. I don't know what is it that what you have been pretended on, but pretense is always exposed by the light of principles and questions. If you are in a relationship with a person who cannot answer questions directly, such an atmosphere is very dangerous. If you are in a relationship with, all right, somebody said I'm watching from Hazyview, God bless you. If you are in a relationship with a person who defends themselves a lot, have you ever been with a person who's very defensive that even if you are asking a genuine question, they just are ready to defend themselves or attack because they always feel vulnerable? I always say, what is it that you are trying to hide? If your spouse is asking you questions, it means they need clarity. Whenever you are in a relationship and a person asks you questions, it's an issue that your spouse wants to know you better. Questions reflect that a person wants to know you better. If you are in a relationship with a person who asks you questions, you are in a right relationship. And if you are in a relationship with a person who cannot answer questions, you are heading towards a tragic, colossal, a very bad accident that you won't recover from. Imagine being in a relationship. I see a lot of people when they enter in relationships, the first thing that happens is the other partner begins to speak bad about their ex. I don't know if you have been in that environment where you get in a relationship with a person and they start telling you bad things about their ex. That's a very, very, very bad sign. The moment you enter in a relationship and your spouse tells you every bad thing you need to know about their ex, and there is no right thing they will tell you that their ex did, they won't tell you even about their happy memories, it's a very bad sign. The first thing shows you that they want you to feel pity about them. And the problem with people that want you to comfort them and they want you to feel pity about them is this: they are very vulnerable. They are very vulnerable and they are not honest to their feelings. Such people cannot open up the truth. Such people can't open up to the truth. And the person who speaks bad muchly about their ex, the very same thing they are doing to their ex on you, they are going to do it on you. I've had a lot of people enter relationships where they say, I'm in a relationship with a guy and this man talks bad about me to his friends, to his family, but when we are together, I'm the queen of the house, I'm the queen of the moment. You know, this lady, she celebrates me when I'm with her, but when she's with her friends, she speaks bad about me. That's a sign. That's a sign. The moment a person starts telling you all bad things about their ex, ask them, is there anything good you can tell me about the person you were with? It comes to a point also that it shows you how grateful they are. Ungrateful people never speaks good about people they were with before. I don't know if I've spoken something there. Ungrateful people never speak good about the people they were close to before or about people they were in a relationship with before. So, which maybe are the questions that one should ask when they get to be in a relationship with a person. Ask questions on what are the values of the person who you are getting in a relationship with. What do they value? What is it that they value the most? Because what they value will reflect on you, how they will treat you. All right, if you can hear me, press the heart button and keep sharing the broadcast. So what they value the most, we will show you the kind of the people that they are and how they will treat you. Imagine being married by a person who does not value family. Imagine being married to a person who does not value family and you expect that person to love you to the core. Imagine being married by a person who does not respect their parents and expect that person to respect your parents or respect you. Imagine being in a relationship or being married with a person who does not respect your values. If they can't respect your values, they will never respect how you feel. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody. All right, I'm waiting for those questions. While I'm busy teaching, I'm waiting for those questions. Remember, it's a question and answer broadcast where I just want to share a light to some people, because I've realized we have a lot of people that I don't know if you can hear me. We have a lot of people that are broken inside, and we have a lot of people that are broken inside and they wish the light of understanding and getting freedom. I've been speaking of late for the past 2 months to some people that some of them, they wanted to commit suicide. And it's very traumatic because you check on how much you are so much investing and trying to be the best you can be to your partner, but the energy is not being shared back to you. There is nothing painful than trying to show a person how much you love them and they don't bring back the same energy. The second thing is, how much do you get to know of your partner before being overwhelmed by the emotions and all? Because I've realized that in the sense of a lot of people saying, a lot of people coming to a point where they say, he pretended, he didn't tell me the truth, he changed. Do you know that there are some people that didn't really change, but you just didn't know the real them? Do you know you can enter into a relationship and you don't really know who you are in a relationship with? And sometimes, especially when you get in a relationship with a person who's broken, when a person is broken, you don't know them. When a person is broken, whatever they are showing you is an energy of a person who's trying to heal. And it's very funny that the time when they heal, the time when they heal, they will start showing you who they really are. And when you are saying, my partner changed, he didn't change, she didn't change, She's just trying now to reveal to you who she really was before she was broken. I don't know if somebody has gotten that. Somebody's saying that's really painful. Trust me. Yes, it's really painful. I don't know what has been your experience on this. Somebody said, Joshua said, Doctor, is not pornography also a cause of what may be happening in the relationship? Can you try to explain on that when you say, is not pornography also a cause? I don't know. Can you try to explain in what sense? In what sense are you bringing that point of pornography? In what sense? Because yes, it can be of effect. Pornography can be of effect where there are some people that are in relationships and sexually you see your man maybe cheating, or it seems as if you can't satisfy him or her, but not because you are not satisfying them, but because they have a certain fantasy in their head. They have something they imagine in their head as reality, but which is fictitious. I don't know if you have been with people that are so fictitious that they want their imagination to be real, and such people will make you to act a movie, and they will make you to be in the movie that they are trying to make you act, and yet they themselves, they can't act that movie. So it's very painful. A lot of people are really in pain in relationships, because there is nothing painful than investing time. You know, a relationship is like a home. A relationship is like a house. You invest time in it. You invest money, energy. You remove some friends from your life just for a relationship to work. You sacrifice a lot of things in it, and when the energy hits back on you, that the same person who you was trying so hard to make them feel comfortable that let's make this a home, and they are not doing the same. The problem is it most of the times turns angels into demons. Oh God, help me. Hope, the Bible says, hope deferred makes the heart sick. The biggest problem, I believe, it's on expectations. The biggest problem is on expectations. Can I have those answers? And let me see your responses, please. Expectations. When you get to be in a relationship with a person, let expectations be brought out. Sit down and talk about it. Like I said, people have to sit down and they have to speak the truth. Don't be in a relationship with a person who does not know the expectation in that relationship. Don't be in a marriage or relationship with a person who does not know what you're expecting from them. I'm telling you. It's a very, very bad experience. Why? Because your expectation determines the energy you put in. And when you are so much expectant of certain things to come from the relationship and they don't come, there is mostly a change of energy that happens. Because when a relationship starts, if people don't sit down and clarify on the issue of expectations, the problem comes that unsaid and unreviewed expectations always brings a poisonous energy later, because I don't know what you're expecting from me. I don't really know if you are in these relationships in this relationship because of what you expect from me that I don't know, or we are in this relationship because you know what I can offer to you. And if you're in a relationship because you're expecting something to be offered to you, you better speak it out. You have to speak it out, because in speaking it out, you make it easier even for your partner to know how to treat you and what to bring forth to you. But we always have black sheep, people that no matter how much they are loved, they don't know how to bring back the energy. Forgive them. I'm waiting for those questions. I'm waiting for those questions. But how do you see okay, somebody said, Doctor, is there a way of mending a broken relationship if both parties are willing to try again? All right. If also you want to answer, you can answer also by commenting. Is there a way of mending a broken relationship? The first thing is what broke the relationship. Before we talk of mending the relationship, let's talk of what broke the relationship. Because mending something you do not know what broke it, it's like keep on taking painkillers without dealing with the root cause of the pain. So the question must be, what broke the relationship? And if it be that it's one party who contributed in breaking the relationship, have they fixed themselves for the relationship to work? It's like if a man is in a relationship with a woman and the man cheats, and the lady is so much ready to fix the relationship, the question would be, did the man come to a point where he has really dealt with himself that, number one, he won't repeat the same thing, and number two, that issue of is dealt with. Somebody said there are some relationship with you have to let them go, which cannot be mended. No, everything can be mended. Every relationship can be mended. The issue is, are both parties willing to mend the relationship? Mostly this happens when a person has met a new person. You know, when people meet new spouses, new girlfriends, new boyfriends, even new lovers, they tend to change. That's one of the signs that you have to look at. When people change in relationships, understand that somebody is keeping them busy. When people change in relationships, somebody is keeping them busy. So I believe every relationship can be changed if both parties are willing. If both parties are really willing to fix a relationship, it's possible. Somebody once asked me a question. I want to put it on the floor. Keep on sharing the broadcast. Is it possible for, because one of the things I've seen, relationships have a big effect, because have you ever seen that we are raising a broken society where it is filled of abuse, and trying to trace back to where all this is coming from, I've realized that abuse is something that is built in people. It's something that is built in societies. Even from how we would have seen our elders dealing with their relationships, the movies we see, the ideologies that have been put in our mind. I was talking to one lady in an interview, and she said a statement like, what you see is what you get. I don't know if you have heard of that. What you see in me is what you get. I can't pretend. And mostly it's a defensive way of saying, even if I have to change, I won't change for anybody. In relationships, there are some things you gotta compromise. Some things you also have to come to a point where, yes, change is inevitable. If you can't change, there's no relationship that moves if both parties are not willing to change. If both parties are not willing to change, there is no relationship that can move. All right, I'm waiting for those questions. I think I have a few minutes left. I'm waiting for those questions. So it's like, when we were young and we were in high school, you would fantasize. I remember, do you know that a lot of people propose marriage to each other even in high school? No, even in primary, it's like something that is inbuilt in everybody. Like, since you are young, you have this dream of your future husband, your future wife, and it's very funny. It's very funny that this brings out the importance of relationships. An emotional relationship can even affect how you deal with people, even in business. Do you know that some people even at work, they harass their, just keep on sharing the broadcast, they harass their employees just because it's not, things are not going well at home there. Do you know that there are pastors that preach bitterly on the pulpit because things are not well at home there? I'm telling you, there are pastors that preach bitterly. If you hear them, if it's a male pastor, if you hear him preach about women, you won't like it. There are female pastors, the way they advocate for women being independent, you will know that they've been through a lot and they hate men with a passion. All right. Another question, doctor. What is the safe age difference in relationship if the man is old? If the woman is older, all right, there are two things you have to look at on age. All right, you specifically said if the woman is older. It depends with the man, and it depends with what he is pursuing as a man. It depends in what the man is pursuing in life. Sometimes maybe being in a relationship with an older person can help you as a person. Yeah, I'm telling you, there are pastors that preach bitterly because things are not well at home. You can be in a relationship with an older person and things work out because you are being stretched in maturity. Because one of the biggest things that have broken up people is you can never be hurt by something you don't love. You can only be hurt by something that you love the most. It does not matter it's a friend. It does not matter it's a relationship. it does not matter it's a business partner. When you love something the most, that thing has got ability to hurt you and even destroy you emotionally, and it breaks people even when it comes to what they pursue. Once you are broken, your trust is broken, how you believe in people is broken. And sometimes even when the right people come into your life, it is very hard for you to identify and to enjoy their presence in your life, because you have this insecurity of past relationships. You know, there are people that come in your life and their intentions really are not even to break you, but because there are certain things that have happened in your life, they might act in a way similar to the people that have broken you, but not that they will break you. So age difference mostly, there is, I'm going to explain it in two aspects. The first aspect is, if the woman is older, she might help you in maturity because of experience. She might help you in even stability, because sometimes you don't need just to settle because of love, because love does not maintain a relationship. There are responsibilities in a relationship. When you get to now be settled in a relationship with a person, there are responsibilities in it. So it won't just be about love. All right. So the second thing, the second view on that is, the disadvantage is you are young and you're getting into a relationship with somebody who's older than you. So the greatest disadvantage you have is experience. She has had the experiences of her fair share of heartbreaks, her fair share of good relationships that didn't work out, and it might be to a disadvantage because psychologically she's ahead of you. So she knows how to cut corners, she might know how to manipulate you, and she might even know your next move. So it can be a disadvantage because you won't be free to really be yourself sometimes, because sometimes she might act because of what she has gone through before, the experience you don't have as a person. But anyway, it works both ways. I believe it's not just about age, it must be about what is driving both of you, what is making you both of you to be together, and what you are building, because what you are building determines how far you will go far together. Emotions, they die up in relationships. We can fight and emotions die. We can have a disagreement and emotions die. But what will keep us together is, what is it that we are building? It's like some people are in relationships and their marriages right now because of the children they have. If they didn't have children, they wouldn't be together. All right, somebody said, does title matter in being in a relationship, such that a person will tell you that I cannot date this person, simply they are not learned? You don't? All right. I can't read the name, it's written in another language. You do not marry a career. How? Okay, if it comes to success, most of the successful people in life are not people that have careers, are people that have used their skills to succeed. All right. And if it comes to time, okay, if I be a man of God and marry a lady because she is a pastor, a prophetess, a praise and worshiper, does a title make love? Does a title cook for you? Does a title project